There was a big poetry reading at the Albert Hall in 1965 that Allen Ginsberg, Lawrence Ferlinghetti and Gregory Corso starred in. And it was really basically a celebration of the Beat Generation poets and a lot of English poets. I think there were 17 people altogether read, all of them men, typically. And not all of them very good either, for that matter. But my friend Hoppy, who I used to share a flat with, and I were looking around at the audience, and it was obvious that here was a whole constituency of people who weren't really represented at all. They were young people, students, theatrical people, poets, artists, I mean just regular young people. But, and of course in '65 nobody had long hair or anything yet, I mean just a tiny bit long maybe. But so we thought that these people are not represented in any way because the British press was very straight in those days. It had no coverage of rock and roll, for instance, absolutely none in the Observer or the Sunday Times or anything like that. The only coverage would be the typical kind of fan interviews of what colour hair do you like, and what colour eyes, and all that kind of nonsense. So Hoppy and I had talked about doing something like that, and it took a while. The first thing we did was buy an offset litho press and experiment with little underground magazines, printing people like Allen Ginsberg and William Burroughs and so on. And then by 1966, we did a test run of a small newspaper called, which was a sort of prototype of International Times, that we did very, very quickly by assembling all the correspondence I had on my desk that week, basically. Letters from Ed Sanders and people in California, and John Wilcox, the sort of underground columnist from the Village Voice and the East Village Archive. And we reproduced it all facsimile and just stapled it together and sold it on the CND Aldermaston March. And we sold out immediately. I don't know, we did a lot of copies. I can't remember how many there were, maybe 800 or 1,000.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. And so we thought, we really want to have our own equivalent of the Village Voice or something which covers areas that young people are interested in, which includes drugs, of course, because that was one of the things that was happening and not being covered, obviously. And also that was what was sort of holding an emerging community together, was the fact that people took drugs and drugs were illegal, and therefore you only trusted your friends and so on and so forth. So it creates an automatic community. And so we wanted to cater to that.